Yo, what's up, everybody? This is LB here, back at y'all with another one. Shout out to the whole Lions Den basketball community. My brother Ticket, Mahari Sports Podcast, 2 Off of TV, James Hayes, Black Reality TV, KQKC. Make sure you go subscribe to the respective channels. Subscribe to my Patreon. I'm gonna leave a link to the Patreon after the stream is over with. You give the video a like, hit the subscribe, share these videos whenever I drop a live stream or upload. Also ring the bell, that way you get those notifications. All right, man, let's talk about this. So apparently the NBA has put Lonzo Ball in the discussion for most improved player. Right? This article is on Clutch Points. It says Lonzo Ball is currently having the best season of his young career with the New Orleans Pelicans after getting traded by the Lakers over the summer. Considering his improved play, the 6'6" point guard is now being considered by some as a legitimate contender for this season's Most Improved Player of the Year award. Prior to the 1920 season being suspended due to COVID-19, he was averaging 12.4 points, 6.2 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1.4 steals. He has been shooting particularly well, knocking down 41.2% of his shots overall and 38.3% from deep. Zoe has been a critical part of the Pelicans lineup, along with his impressive playmaking in connection with rookie Zion Williamson, has propelled the team to a possible playoff contention. Now, Memphis entered the hiatus with a 28-36 record, 3.5 games behind the 8th seed Memphis Grizzlies. Making the playoffs is not going to be an easy task by any means, but the mere fact New Orleans was invited to take part in the restart in Disney means that they have a real chance of cracking the postseason. All right, let's get into this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't disagree with that article even more. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Terry Borgard in the chat room, right? This is a complete joke. To think that this dude will be in the discussion for most improved player. I can name at least 20 other players that's more deserving of this award more than Lonzo Ball. Okay? Now, if you go to Vegas odds, the odds-on favorite is Bam Adebayo. Salute to Jonathan McFarlane in the chat room, man. Appreciate you for being there, man. Long time no see. Good to see you. He's the odds-on favorite for winning most improved player. Oh, yeah, and get this. Get this. Bam Adebayo was in the same draft class as Lonzo. Lamont, do not come in this motherfucker with that bullshit today. I'm not in the mood for it. All right? You know what the truth is. Do not come in my chat room with that bullshit today. I am not in the mood for that today. Yeah, you heard Marco Hinton. You heard what the title is, right? You see the title. That motherfucker's in the discussion, man. Come on now. We know that motherfucker should be nowhere near in that discussion. A guy that averaged 12 points? Really? Really? 12 points. Okay. A guy that averaged 12 points on 7 assists. Okay? Whatever. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. I mean, if you want to make a legitimate argument for somebody that should be in the discussion, his teammate Brandon Ingram, okay, His teammate Brandon Ingram should be in there. So we can talk about Bam, right? Who's the odds-on favorite? You can talk about Brandon Ingram, Luka Doncic, Devontae Graham, SGA, Trae Young, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, DeMarcus Sabonis, Jason Tatum, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Jared Jackson Jr., Andrew Wiggins, Davis Bertans, Mo Bamba. Well, not Mo Bamba. Get the fuck out of here. Not Mo Bamba. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, all these dudes way ahead of Lonzo. Way ahead of Lonzo. Man, look, you can say whatever you want to say, Lamont. The fact of the matter is, he should be nowhere in that discussion. A guy that shoots 56% from the free throw line, 56% from the free throw line, but he the most improved player. The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I've been told y'all this motherfucker is scrub, dog. I've been told y'all this shit. And I have not changed my stance. Has he played better? Yes, he has played better. But it don't take away the fact that this motherfucker is scrub. And then y'all try to say, well, teams been slowing down for the for Lonzo Ball. They gotta run. If they all right, I would buy that, except when Lonzo got drafted in the 2016-2017 season, right? The Lakers were 6th in pace, right? Then if you go to the next year, the Lakers were 2nd in pace. If you go to 2018-2019 season, his last year in LA, the Lakers were 4th in pace. And then if you go to this year where he got traded to the Pelicans, the Pelicans are 2nd in pace. So miss me with the dumb shit about, they slowing down, they got to run. The numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The numbers tell you that that Lonzo Ball been on teams that's been in the top 10 in pace. We not talk about Rondo, and we not talk about Steve Nash. Stop bringing shit in there that ain't got nothing to do with the topic. Don't bring shit in here that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. We not talk about Rondo. We not talk about Steve Nash. That's your problem, Lamont Lane. You keep moving the goddamn goalposts every time we got you in the corner. Now, this ain't the channel for motherfucker be moving the goalposts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you know what? We got some detractors in this motherfucker. We gonna get cooking in this bitch. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. I open the chat room right now. Anybody feel froggy? Come in this motherfucker. We gonna talk about this shit. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Your boy amped up today. Your boy is charged up today. Anybody want this fucking smoke when it comes to this Bama? You gonna get it. That's right. That's right. Or get me to 1,000 subs. I'm giving away an Xbox. That's right. That's right. You heard what I said. Get me to 1,000 subs. I'll give away an Xbox. So get the likes up in the chat room. Share these videos or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? We about to get it cracking, baby. That's right. That's right. Who wants to step up? Who wants to come in here and atone for their sins today? You know what I'm saying? I'm because I believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I believe his teachings in the Bible. And I believe that, anybody who's lost, it's my job, my duty to go out there and find these lost people. And hopefully they find a way to prosperity. That's right. That's right. That's right. Amen. You know what I'm saying? It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. And, it's a great day to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? We got enough of these Bammers out here telling lies and shit. This motherfucker ain't nowhere near the goddamn discussion for most improved player. How? We could go to the game where the dude only scored 2 points, but he most improved player, right? We get most improved player awards the players that only scored 2 points in the game. Matter of fact, it was the game where they played the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic scored 26 points in 3 quarters, but yet we gonna look at a guy for most improved player that only scored 2 points in the game. Like, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Well, I tell you, man, this shit is so fucking watered down. That shit is so watered down, man. I'm telling you right now, man. If where my boy Too Raw for TV when I need him in this motherfucking boy? You know what I'm saying? He improved. No, he did not improve. All of 3 points? Really? For a guy that averaged his whole career 10.9, right? For his career, he averaged 12.4 this season. And you call that, and that justifies him being in conversation? This motherfucker should not be in conversation for most improved player. How is he a most improved player? Explain that to me, Lamont Lane. Bring your ass in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of, your hands doing a lot of typing. Bring your ass in here. I need you to explain to me how this motherfucker is even in consideration for most improved player. How? Let's go to this game log. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to this game log. Let's go to this motherfucker game log. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to game log for this season. I'm not even going to go the first 2 years we're in because, the motherfucker ain't hardly played them in this years, right? Now. Okay, so there's 8 games this year he didn't even play in. Okay. He's supposed to be the most improved player, right? You go to Halloween, right? Only scored 9 points with 3 rebounds and 8 assists. But that's supposed to be most improved player, right? Another game, 9 points on the 24th of November. I think that was Thanksgiving. No, that wasn't Thanksgiving because they didn't play games on Thanksgiving. But only 9 points. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games only scoring 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 games scoring 8 points. 1 game scoring 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games scoring 6 points. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games scoring 5 points, and then you had 2 games scoring only 2 points. And yeah, he's supposed to be the most improved player, right? Man, you Lonzo Ball fans better get the fuck out of here, man. For real, man. Y'all better get the fuck out of here. Shit, some of these dudes I named off earlier can score that much points in a quarter. Some of them dudes can score that many points in a quarter. This motherfucker scored that in a complete game. And yet, he's supposed to be most improved player, right? Okay. Y'all motherfuckers better get up out of here, man. You Bammers better get the fuck up out of here, man. This ain't the channel for y'all to be coming here doing that bullshit, man. Straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. There ain't no way in hell that this motherfucker here should be in consideration for most improved player. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? The odds-on favorite is Bam Adebayo. Hell, Bam made the All-Star team for crying out loud. Brandon Ingram made the All-Star team. That motherfucker, man, look, he can barely run an offense and then a scoring point guard. Hell no. Fuck no. All right, Lamar, go on your little diatribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you want to cap for this dude, so go right ahead.
Man, why do y'all, when y'all talk about players and the player getting improvement, y'all only talk about points per game? There's a lot of NBA players that improve in points per game, and then find themselves out the league the next year. It's not just about points per game. Like, improving points per game it can happen in the NBA. That's not going to keep you in the NBA. Well, what's Lonzo's strength? I'm gonna ask you, what's his greatest strength? That would be.
Okay, so if you want to, if you want to go that route, all right. If there's one thing that he does well is pass the ball. Okay, I'll give you
No,
that.
I'm not even gonna say that's his greatest strength.
What's
His
his greatest
passing,
strength?
his greatest strength to me is playmaking ability.
Playmaking. Really?
Yes,
Oh,
setting up other guys, and then nobody talks about the fact that he is one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. You can't get around that.
you say
That's
what?
and he's one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA.
You say.
Hey, LB, all you gotta do is look it up.
I looked it
Just,
up.
just look it
His
up.
numbers ain't elite. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, but what are you looking at? Are you looking at
I
steals
go
per
on
game?
basketball reference. I go on NBA.com. Them the two sites I go on when I look at
Yeah,
defensive ratings
that's
and
going.
whatever like that.
That's but
Shout out to
again,
the Decepticon in the building. He
all you
ain't
got to
no
do.
elite defender that you making him out to be. Okay,
He isn't. He's an elite defender.
you
He's one of
snake
the
oil
better.
salesman.
You can't name. You can't name. You can't name too many guards, especially guards, really good guards in this league. That's better defenders. Like Bradley Beal, not a better defender. Devin Booker, not a better defender. Damian Lillard, not a better defender. CJ McCollum, not a better defender. I can go on down a list of all-star guards that we consider all-stars and don't play better defense than Lonzo Ball. But we give these other players
Whatever.
praise because they score the ball. I mean, am I right though? I mean, am I wrong on those players? I can continue on that list.
Well,
So you saying Trae Young is a better defender? Like I can
no, Trae
continue
Young
on
is
the
one
list.
of the worst defenders.
But I
in
can
the league.
name, but a lot of the players that y'all glorify are the worst defenders in the league because y'all don't care about defense. Y'all care about offense and what they score when they score
Who's
the ball.
y'all?
You,
Me?
Ticket, Too
Ticket?
Raw, because y'all don't
Too
understand the
Raw?
game.
Man, if you don't get out of here, Lamont, you know what I'm saying? You
I'm
talking
just
bullshit
saying.
right now.
No,
Shout out
hold
to
on,
Decepticon, JCV, DJ7 for Life, Omar Page. I appreciate y'all for taking y'all time out y'all day.
man, I just gotta come educate, man.
Educate? You ain't telling me shit.
But I'm just breaking it down. What I'm saying is like you even mentioned Fred VanVleet. Like he improved this year, but
But he a better player than Lonzo Ball.
But what we saying is
we can agree on that, right?
No, he's a better player. But when I'm talking about strictly defense, when I'm talking about strictly defense, and a lot of people are going to say nobody will give Lonzo Ball the credit that he's one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. But I can run down the list. I can name 50 guards that can't defend as well. I can go down the list of all-star guards, and a lot of them won't be able to defend like Lonzo defends at that level. So again, I look at those things. Like on the team that he's on, Lonzo doesn't need to go out there and drop 20 points a game.
But this dude's a number 2 overall pick. Look, when you're a number 2 overall pick, and even he himself said this, that when you rank that high, or when you get drafted that high, you need to be a franchise-changing type player. And he is not that. Shout out to Dallas Parker in the chat room. Markelle Fultz, for all intents and purposes, he's a bust too. Yeah, because I keep the same energy. I'm consistent. I'm not one of these flip-flop type of dudes, you know what I'm saying? For all intents and purposes, Markelle Fultz is a bust too. But this dude, in consideration for being the most improved player, are you fucking crazy?
But if you look at Markelle Fultz, he improved this year too. I mean, Markelle Fultz should be in consideration because he improved a lot this year too.
Like I say, when you drafted that high, and that's the thing, because what were people saying when what was people saying when this dude first got drafted? He wasn't cutting the mustard, right? Outside the one game where he dropped 29 on Phoenix, and I think he had a triple-double in that game, right? Oh, well, Lonzo needs more time. All right, so we give him more time, right? He gets hurt in the season wearing them bullshit ass big baller brand shoes or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the shoes, cut to the point where they start back talking, right? Comes back the next season, He gets hurt again. Out. Comes back the third season. Right? How many more times we gonna get this motherfucker, man? The motherfucker shooting terrible from the free throw line. Shout out to my girl Carla Jenkins in the chat.
So,
What up, Duty Rider? What you got, man?
Man, what's up, LB? What's up, Lamont?
What up?
Man, I was there this morning, man. I saw Ticket arguing with OG. Lonzo been in the league about what 3 or 4 years now, and he still had not shown an improvement. How can you be?
Then you're not watching basketball, then.
I am watching basketball.
No. What you doing? You watching points per game. You're not watching the game itself. You, like I said, a lot of people who this is one of the reasons why he's going to get a big contract when he comes up first year, because of the stuff that a lot of people don't actually pay attention to. There's a lot of things that he does.
What is that? What we don't pay attention to? Tell us what we don't pay attention to.
Hold on. Time out. What you said about his contract?
Oh, he's gonna get a contract. He's gonna get a good contract when he comes up.
Like what?
He's gonna get paid. He's
like
going
what?
to get a big
By
contract.
who?
By who?
New Orleans is gonna resign him.
Oh Lord.
Okay. All right. The guards like him.
Right, so, okay.
Guards like him don't come around.
Hold on. Let me ask you something, Lamont. You think he will get a max contract?
No, I said he's going to get a good contract. Getting the max contracts are for elite players, But nowadays that's kind of got watered down because you got guys like Mo Harkless and Aminu getting damn near max money. So again, I don't look at the number on the contract necessarily because there's a lot of guys getting big money that the common fan will say, "Oh, he didn't deserve it."
All right, so let me ask you this, right? So if you had to prioritize in priorities, right? If you say that you're the GM, you're prioritizing who's getting what money, right? Who are you prioritizing from out of Zion, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo?
I mean, you what do you mean prioritize? I mean, you're going to be able to keep all those
money,
players.
Right? You're trying to re-sign these guys, right? Who are you prioritizing signing first?
Well, obviously Zion is going to be first.
Okay, and then
Zion,
so you
prioritize.
Mind you, Zion's on a rookie deal. On a rookie deal, so you ain't got to worry about him for at least a couple more years, for like 2-3 more years. Right?
No, his rookie deal ends. His rookie deal ends after this year.
Huh?
Doesn't it? Oh no,
he's a rookie. How's the rookie deal ended at the end of this year?
His rookie deal is 3 years. It's a 3-year contract. Then
and he's a rookie this year.
Who? Oh, I thought you were talking about Lonzo. My bad. Are you talking about Zion?
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, no, Zion's still got 2 more years.
Okay, so you got Brandon Ingram. All right, so you got Brandon Ingram, you got Lonzo. Who are you prioritizing signing first?
Well, I mean, you don't have to. Obviously, you don't got to worry about Zion right now. I mean,
no,
obviously,
you ain't got to worry about Zion right now.
You can only focus on whose contracts are coming up. And when you're looking at the players whose contracts are coming up, you got to look at Lonzo and look at how he's playing with those guys and how much they improved when everybody was healthy. And you got to say, yeah, we got to prioritize keeping Lonzo. You have to look at how they played when everybody was healthy. It was one of the best teams in the NBA. Even the coach admitted during the first half of the year, he said, I held Lonzo back because I was taking him out of games too much and I wasn't playing him the right way. When he unleashed him, allowed him to stay in games, play through mistakes, they actually played better.
See, look, in the public eye, right, coaches are going to say whatever to uplift their teammate. They're not going to trash their team in public. So, of course, Alvin Gentry's going to say the right things.
But you can look at the games and see that it was true because if you look at how he was subbing in the beginning of the year, he was playing Frank Jackson a lot more. He was taking Lonzo out.
Yeah, Lonzo playing like shit.
He wasn't actually. But he
was actually so.
The
how
coach,
he's playing these games, he's going on like
because
9, 8, and 7 points a game.
The person who was playing like shit was Frank Jackson, who fell out of the rotation at the end of the year. Like normally,
did Lonzo not fall out the rotation at one point?
He didn't. Lonzo was always
bullshit, Lamont.
When did Lonzo fall out of the rotation?
There were several games he was inactive at the beginning of the year.
The only games he sat this year were either they were only
the game
because of
on
injury.
November 11th. I mean, the game on November 9th against the Charlotte Hornets, inactive. Game against
Okay.
Houston, November 11th, inactive.
So
November
inactive is
14th,
not a DNP.
inactive. 16th, inactive.
It's not a
17th,
DNP.
inactive.
Inactive.
19th,
What is it?
inactive. Then when he
What is
came, then when he did came
inactive
back, he
means
played
you're out.
19 minutes.
Inactive means you're out due to injury. If you get DNP, that means you were available to play, but the coach didn't play you. So how many
No, you can
DNPs
be
does he
healthy
have?
inactive. You can
How
be
many
healthy inactive.
He wasn't a healthy inactive. Come on, man.
Look,
He did not get DNP. He got Lonzo, when he was available to play, he played. And when the coach saw that leaving him in was more beneficial to the team, especially once Zion came back,
man,
they
come
played
on with
better.
that bullshit, Lamont. Come on, man. You bullshitting. That's bullshit. What up,
That's not
TJ?
bull-
What up, TJ? That's bullshit, man.
That's
Come on
facts,
now.
though.
You
Yeah,
really
so you
think
saying
this
they didn't
dude
play
should
better?
be in the conversation for most improved player?
I said he should be in. There's a lot of people who should be in the conversation. That
That's not
doesn't
what
mean
I'm
he's going to
asking
win
you.
it. Yeah.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you about this
Yes, he should.
motherfucker right here.
Yes, he should be in the conversation.
No, he's okay. I
But it's like,
respectfully disagree. But
but
go ahead.
look.
Go ahead.
But you
For the
just
people that come
said
in the room, go ahead and let them know why. I respectfully disagree, but go ahead and tell them why you think he should be in the conversation.
because he improved. Because he improved.
And where did he prove at?
He improved. We saw over the second portion of the season after December, when the coach plays him right, when he's with his full team, how effective he can be. And when he went on that stretch of 5 games towards the end of the season, when they were getting hot, when he was averaging a double-double, putting up the games that you like to see, like the 20-point games and things of that nature, well, then the season ended abruptly. So we don't know what the season could have panned out to be if it would have completed and there was no COVID-19, because he was on a hot streak. So again, we were seeing that improvement. We were seeing the Lonzo Ball that everybody was hoping to see. But again, everything just got dismantled by COVID-19. We had never
So
seen
you're
him play
saying
that
that if
consistent.
COVID-19 didn't exist, that Lonzo was going to continue his stellar play?
It looked that way.
It looked that way.
Who was the hottest team in the league at that time? Name a team that was hotter. Name a team that was playing better.
Well, obviously the hottest team was they were one of the hottest teams, but there were 2 teams that was the Clippers were one of the hotter teams in the league.
Well, I mean, the Clippers, they always.
The Pelicans were up there. They had one of the best records in the league since December, or whatever like that. But it had more to do with the play of Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson more than Lonzo. Now Lonzo did have some good games. I'll give you that. He did have some good games in there. But
be honest with you, if you look at the numbers every month with Lonzo Ball for the COVID-19 pandemic, we can answer all these questions.
Yeah, but see, when you're dealing with a player like Lonzo Ball, when you're dealing with a player like him, sometimes the numbers don't tell his true value. There's a lot of players like that in the league who the NBA values highly because they see that they look for certain things, but fans don't value it because they don't see it in numbers. So again, as fans, most fans are looking at add points per game, assists per game, rebounds per game, and if it don't add up to a certain number, then you're not a good player. And doesn't tell the story. Look at PJ Tucker. He's a starting power forward for the Houston Rockets. Extremely valuable for that team. A lot of people will say he's a bum because he doesn't score. He doesn't do all this stuff. But the Rockets love him. He's going to be a Rocket for the foreseeable future. He's one of the best defenders. He does all the intangibles. There's players like that on every team where the numbers don't tell the true story.
Shout out to my boy True the King TV in the building. Kai Clock. I see what you're saying, bro, but I respectfully disagree because unlike Lonzo, Devin Booker, James Harden are volume shooters. So when you're volume shooters, your numbers are gonna go down to some degree. As far as like percentage wise, there's going to be regression because you're a volume shooter. So that's the difference between James Harden and Devin Booker or whatever like that. Anybody else want to cut? Hey, what you got on this Luda Rider? You know what I'm saying? What you got? What else you got on this?
Like Lamont, you talking about them New Orleans resigning him? Like, how they going to resign him when his daddy keep talking bad about the whole organization and the players on his teammates?
His dad
keeps doing that.
His dad ain't talk bad about New Orleans. His dad said he loved Lonzo paired over Zion.
Were you living under a rock? The shit he talked about Zion talking about he too small and he ain't quick enough and all that type of shit.
He said that he was never trashing the Pelicans. He said he loved Lonzo paired up with Zion.
Man,
He said that was a great
lying.
pairing.
You lying like hell.
Come on, man. Not like because like he say some crazy stuff, but at the end of the day, these NBA teams, I get one thing I'll tell you right here. The NBA team, you know how much outside chatter they hear on a daily basis from people bigger than LeVar Ball? They don't care about the outside chatter. They care about results on the court. As long as Lonzo continues to improve, he's going to be a Pelican.
Shit, he put like a nosedive out the league. What up, to the king? What you got on this?
Yeah, what up, everybody? Yeah, I mean, this is my whole thing with Lonzo. The whole thing with Lonzo is Lonzo does have potential. You can clearly see that he has potential, but he's not consistently putting together on a consistent basis. And that's really my problem with him is the fact that he's not playing as the number 2 pick in the draft, and he's still struggling. So I mean, he did have a little streak in the end before the season erupted, but I need to see that on me personally. I got to see that on a consistent basis in the whole regular season.
What is consistent with his game? What has been consistent?
I mean, what you mean? I mean, so he been consistent the whole season.
Shout out to the underrated darkness in the chat. He's been consistently bad. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit there and say he been before the season ended. He was on a little streak when playing with Zion. I give you that. But as a whole season, I need to see more. I need to see him to be the player that he got picked as, and do that on consistent basis. Because at the end of the day, he's not playing at the pick he's playing as. Like, why are you even in discussion as being the most improved player?
My question is this. I said, what has been consistent in his game? What's the one thing that's always been consistent?
And nothing really nothing.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I'll tell you one
thing.
Hold on. I'll tell you one thing that's been consistent.
His defense has been elite.
I'll tell you.
His defense not been elite. His defense not been elite.
Hold on, y'all.
So what do you consider elite defense?
Hold on, Lamar. I'm gonna answer your question.
Y'all like bums.
I'm gonna answer your question, Lamar. Hold on.
Good.
Lamar, hold on. I'm gonna answer your question. The one thing that has been consistent about his game is his inability to shoot free throws.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's one.
But we're not gonna talk about elite. He's not a bad defender,
okay,
but
so,
we're not. His defense been elite.
So name some good perimeter defenders in the league. Since you say that he's not
Marcus Smart.
Okay,
Ben
he's elite.
Simmons.
Okay, that's 2.
That's elite. That's elite. Lonzo Ball is not elite.
Handful. Okay, so you just named 2 at the top. So
but you said elite.
Okay, you like I said, you can always go to the top and pluck from the top.
No, but hold on, Lamar.
But you said elite. Elite means you on the top. Elite means you on the top. Elite means you on the top, though, Lamar. Come on, man.
You just said there's some elite defenders, and then when he named them, what I'm
saying is this.
What do you expect?
So yeah, Marcus.
You said elite.
That's his name. What I'm saying is this: it's a lot of players that y'all respect because they play great offense, but they're trash on defense.
That's not necessarily true. That's
100% true. Who's your favorite player?
That's not me.
Who's your favorite player?
Kawhi Leonard. Right now, Kawhi Leonard.
I bet you would go to Kawhi. I bet you. Yeah, you better.
Kawhi, I'm a defensive. Listen, my favorite point guard of all time is Rajon Rondo.
All right.
I mean, like, what do you mean? Like,
he shoot. Hold on. Rondo shoots 64% from the free throw line for his whole career. Rondo's a trash shooter. So what are you talking about shooting numbers?
Listen, he's a way better. He's a better shooter than
shooter. No, he's not.
Listen.
No, he's not. Rondo's
he's been more consistent. He's been consistent more than Lonzo.
What is consistent about?
He's been more consistent. Dog, you really don't say to pair Lonzo or Rondo.
Rondo is one of the worst shooters at the point guard position in NBA history. What are you talking about?
Listen. So
come on, don't bring up the numbers. Go look up the numbers before you start talking about Rondo.
Okay. So answer this question: has he been more consistent than Lonzo Ball?
How can you be consistent? You're shooting 64% from the free throw line. 1 year he shot under 20% from the 3-point line. What the hell is consistent about that? Like you said, you talk about consistency from shooting, but your favorite point guard is Rondo. Then you want to look at Lonzo and say,
no, but here's
the criticism.
No, but first of all, you can't compare Lonzo to Rajon Rondo. You
I'm
can't
not.
compare.
You hold on. You said he was your favorite player, but that's the exact situation. They both struggle from the free throw line. They both struggle shooting the
The
three, but they're
Lonzo
both
shot.
great defenders.
Lonzo, his first 2 years, Lonzo shot like 40-some% from the free throw line. That's horrible.
Shout
Okay.
out
Well,
Timmy's TX man.
what has
in the
Rondo
chat
done
room.
from the free throw
Hey,
line?
y'all see the
Rondo never shot 40-something from
Show
the
your boy,
free throw line.
some love today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm looking at the worst.
Come out. Hey, Rondo was drafted number 2 overall, so you can't compare him to Lonzo.
Okay, so
Exactly.
the draft position doesn't mean anything because the draft position players overachieve and underachieve all the time. I'm not even looking at draft position because teams make mistakes there all the time.
All right, so
We can
is
go
it
back
safe to
and
say
redo the
that
draft.
Has Lonzo underachieved?
To me,
Yes.
he's underachieved. Yeah, he's definitely underachieved. But to say he's not improving, to say he's not an elite defender, that's crazy.
That's crazy. He's a good defender. He's not an elite defender.
Okay.
He's a good defender. He's not elite.
Okay. So name 10 better point guard defenders.
Patrick Beverly, Marcus Smart,
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul can't defend like that anymore. Not at an elite level.
What? The numbers tell otherwise.
Ben Simmons.
Okay. I'll give you Chris Paul, even though that's not true.
Ben Simmons.
Kyle Lowry?
Hell no.
Nah,
I got Kyle Lowry don't play no damn defense.
Deontay Murray from the Spurs.
What? What the fuck?
Whoa. I'm naming a guy who was on an all defensive team a couple years ago. Now I'm just naming names. I'm naming names.
Matter of
All right,
fact,
go ahead,
hey,
go ahead.
defensive
hey,
team.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Good luck.
I'm about
Good
to
luck
bust
naming
you up,
teams.
Lamont.
Good
So
luck
on
naming teams. Like I
ESPN.com
said,
under
good luck
the FIFA
naming
Real
teams.
Plus Minus, Lonzo Ball out of the point of all the point guards in the NBA, right? He's 34th.
Yeah, that's an analytic. That plays into the
Hold
Drew
on,
Holiday.
time out. Don't you use analytics, right?
But listen.
Don't you use analytics, right?
LB, I just asked y'all a
Hold
simple
on,
question.
time out.
I
Have you
said
not
name
used
10
analytics
guards.
before to justify your talking point?
I said name 10 guards that can play defense better. Okay,
We
y'all
just
struggling to
named
find.
them.
Y'all struggling, and y'all haven't even came close. Y'all like 6. Y'all
Westbrook.
struggling to find names.
We named our 6.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Westbrook is not a great defender. No, he's not. Come on, y'all.
I didn't say he was,
plays
but I see a
hard.
better defender than Lonzo.
No, he's
Malcolm
not.
Brogdon?
No, he's not. I'll give you Brogdon.
LB, he's
I'll
34.
give you
But
Brogdon.
who's ahead of him right now in the all defense when it comes to defense?
No, defensive plus minus. First, you got to understand what that actually is before you even consider it alone by itself, because that doesn't tell who the best defender is. You can use it to help your case.
Everybody's a shooting guard.
But you say guards in general, though.
Yeah,
No,
guards.
point guards. I said point guards. You're going to struggle to find 10 guards that can defend better. And if
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, that's true. I give you Drew Holiday. But he's been a shooting guard a lot too. Lonzo's been a point on that team. So again, at the end of the day, I don't really even like putting him there.
You can also go with the New York Knicks point guard Frank Ntilikina.
Man, come on, man. That dude's, you talk about a bust. That dude has been the biggest bust ever in the Knicks history. That's
the
terrible.
motherfucker. Hey, he just like Lonzo. He can't shoot, but unlike Lonzo, he can defend.
Yeah, he can defend. Ntilikina can defend, but he's not as good a defender as Lonzo.
Listen, man. If Lonzo was such an elite
Get the
defender,
fuck out of here. Tell a different story, man. The numbers tell a different story.
Listen,
all right, you can say that.
I'm mad you said
Mr. homework.
Deontay Murray from the Spurs. Like, he tried to say that's a name. Like, I just throwing names out when I said his name.
Deontay Murray's a good player, man, but we don't really even know what
better than Lonzo.
You know, he's been injured. He's been. You talk about inconsistency. He's been the epitome.
He been injured. Come on, he better than Lonzo. He better than Lonzo.
Not better
We're
than
not
Lonzo,
doing
man.
that. He was on an all defensive team like his second year. He's the youngest player ever on an all defensive team. What are you talking about, man? Come on,
he's not better than Lonzo. Man.
He's the youngest player ever been on an all defensive team.
Hey, shout out to my boy Assault9 in the chat room. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Shout out to my boy Assault9 in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna come in and cook your ass about this goddamn thing about Lonzo.
Lonzo, listen. Lonzo got to pick it up because right now he's a bust, man. At the end of the day.
All right, so y'all really need to get to calling a lot of other players out too, That's a
Who?
bust, 'cause
This
y'all
name
don't.
who?
I
I may
really
agree
see.
with you.
What I really see is y'all really like to pick and choose your battles when it comes.
I
to
don't
these
pick
players.
and choose.
It's a
Listen, that's
lot
not
of
me.
players.
Listen, man.
It's a
Look,
lot
me,
of players.
LB, me. Listen,
It's a
I
lot
have
of
different
players.
opinions on all the things, man.
Yeah.
I'm my own man. You know what I mean? I have my different. Listen, but as of right now, listen, it's plain to see that Lonzo right now is a bust. He was a number 2
Okay.
pick in the draft,
All right.
and he's not playing like one. That's simple as that.
Okay. He's not playing like one. Okay.
He's
All right.
not.
You're
Well,
right.
you know why? See, again, to
He
the
don't
comments
play
thing,
like he has not
he's
played
not
like
playing.
it. He
I'm
even
not saying.
himself said that.
I'm
Is
not
his
saying
career
he played like
is
that.
his career over? No.
I'm not saying-
Can he improve in the future? Yeah, but we
That
gotta
was
see.
the
We gotta see
conversation.
that.
Hold on. That was
We
the
gotta see
conversation. That was the conversation. Has he been improving? Yes. Has he
But
been
not that
improving?
much.
Yes.
Not that much.
That's not true. Come on.
Not
man.
that
'Cause
much.
you
He been
can't-
hurt.
The first
He
year,
been hurt. The only thing consistent about him is he being hurt.
No,
That's the only thing
the
consistent.
first year he was playing under the trash Luke Walton system, right? That system under Luke Walton wasn't helping anybody,
Yeah,
wasn't making anybody
come in the
better.
chat, man. Hop up
Then
on
they
in.
bring LeBron
All right,
James the second year. They
LB,
put LeBron James
look,
on his team.
Hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on. What's up, Lou?
you know Zion may not come back to the team. I want to see what Lonzo do without Zion if you don't come back in this
That's an
bubble.
interesting point because we don't even know when Zion comes back.
He's gonna
So
be
are we gonna have the same application of this so-called exuberant energy for Lonzo when Zion's out?
Exactly. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Why you need a player? Why one player changes your whole game?
He's a franchise changing player. It changes everybody.
And Lonzo is a number 2 pick. He's
Yeah.
he's supposed to be a franchise player.
Come on, man.
Lonzo is a number 2
Jeez.
pick.
Well, when Lonzo was out this year, it showed.
Sure,
When
what?
Lonzo-
It's only thing is
hold
to
on.
play. Listen,
When Lonzo was out this year, they played completely different. They could not defend the same. They were allowing more points.
He
to
was
the point guard
taken
and shooting
out
guard
of the
position.
lineup for
No,
crying
he was
out
not,
loud.
man. He got hurt. He was out. He was not DNP. That's two different things, LB. He did not get DNP this year. Come on. He's not taken
listen.
out of the lineup.
He got set on the bench though. I know that's what happened.
What did the coach say? The coach came out and said that was a mistake. And it wasn't because of no LeVar Ball, it was because he actually saw the production. And when he allowed him to play, the team played better.
Listen, man. All I know is that team got better when Zion came back. That's when the team got better, and that's when they started really pushing the playoffs when he came back. Not no Lonzo, Zion Williamson. When he came back, that's when they started changing things around.
All right.
So we gotta see.
It's a 5-on-5 game. It's not a 1-on-5.
I know that's what, and I just want to say what Lonzo can do. That's all it is. If he can sit here and I give him his props but I have to see more because as of right now in his career,
I don't know what y'all need to see because according to LB, the only thing
he's a number 2. He's a number 2 pick in the draft. I need to see him. He needs to play like a number 2 pick.
He can. It doesn't matter. Like I feel like y'all would rather a player average 25 a game and the team be losing as opposed to averaging 12 a game.
That's not
and the team
true.
be winning.
Listen, that's
because
not
look
true.
at y'all would say De'Aaron Fox is a better player. The Sacramento Kings struggle to win year in and year out. We struggle to see them get better. Hold on, has De'Aaron Fox even gotten better since his rookie year, or has he been the same?
I think he gotten better. He got to become a better shooter. He gotten better.
Okay.
Yeah,
And he's
I
not
think
playing. I mean,
De'Aaron Fox has gotten better.
Okay.
I mean, like he playing better than Lonzo.
Yeah, that's a
He
fact.
playing way better than Lonzo. Dude,
That's not fiction.
he's not even top. He's not even a top 20 point guard.
That's not fiction either.
Like I said, listen, if he can sit here and change that, then I can sit here and say, oh, he's the most improved. If he can sit here and change, okay, he got traded for a reason. Your number 2 pick, he got traded. Yeah, I know it's there from Anthony Davis, but that was no hesitation.
Okay, so
Anthony Davis.
to the King's point,
There was
right?
still
I'm
no
asking
idea.
this. If Lonzo Ball was playing like he was justified a number 2 overall pick, you think that the Lakers would have traded him?
No.
Yeah, for Anthony Davis.
They were trading Kyle Kuzma. It is
You fucking lie.
You was a lie, yo.
Why didn't
They were trading Kyle Kuzma.
Hey,
They're trading Kyle Kuzma.
Why didn't they trade
Hey, hold
Kuzma?
on. What position does
Man,
Lonzo Ball
fuck all
play?
that.
Come on,
Point
yo.
guard.
We ain't doing that.
Fuck all
Point
that.
guard. What is
Look,
Dog,
LeBron
James,
James
that
play?
man.
If
That don't
LeBron
mean
James
nothing.
plays point
Kyrie
guard.
never play point
how
guard.
you
Kyrie never
saying
play point
Kyle
guard.
Kuzma not getting traded
Kyle
then?
Kuzma does not play point guard.
I said no. You said I thought. No, I'm saying LeBron played with
James
Kyrie.
is the
LeBron
point
played with
guard.
Kyrie. LeBron played with Kyrie. That's what I'm saying.
LeBron-
Which I play you should prove.
So how do you explain Kyle Kuzma
Kyrie was
not
the
getting
shooting
traded
guard on
then?
that team.
What? He wasn't a shooting guard on the team. Come on, yo.
Who was the point guard on that Cleveland team? Who was the point guard? LeBron
Dog, you
James.
trying to be technical. Y'all trying to be
Lamont?
technical. Y'all trying to be technical, man.
Lamont,
But that's
let me ask you a question. All right, if that was the case, then why did the Lakers did not trade Kyle Kuzma? Then, if that was the case,
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this right here. The worst thing that happened to Lonzo Ball was LeBron James coming to that team because
that's
they're
bullshit.
both.
Lamont.
Listen,
Come
hold on.
man,
I'm
that's
explaining to you.
bullshit,
They're
Lamont.
both the playmakers. You cannot tell Lonzo Ball to go play off ball because he's not a spot up shooter. He's
And
not
he's
a
not a
corner
guy
shooter.
that can bring up
He's
the ball
not.
and run an offense
So
either.
what I'm saying is you telling him to go do something he's never done in his whole life, and then now you're telling him to go be a 3-point shooter in the corner and let LeBron James pass you the ball, and then that's not even your strength, right? So again, that was the worst situation for him.
Defense ain't his
Listen,
strength either. So
what I'm saying, yes, it is. That is his strength. Be honest.
that is not his.
Come on, let's be honest. He's a playmaker, man. Come on,
He
let's
is
stop.
not this
Let's stop
playmaker you
gassing
making him
up
out
and
to
stuff.
be. You
so
straight
why Rondo still on the team? Because when Rondo played with LeBron
Because Rondo
James,
was
it
the
seemed like no
backup.
problem.
Hold on, Rondo was
But
the backup. He would come in.
with games when he started, he was balling with LeBron.
Okay,
So what are you talking about?
When did Rondo start? Rondo was starting games when people
When
were
Lonzo
hurt.
was injured.
When people were hurt.
Okay, he was balling
Jesus.
with LeBron. So what are we talking about?
Hold on,
Listen,
Rondo. So you call Rondo balling this year? Rondo was balling this year?
I said we were balling with LeBron. I said I'm talking about last year when we were balling with LeBron.
Oh, I'm talking about this
when
year.
Lonzo was hurt.
Let's go to this year. Let's go to this year. Was he balling? Playing behind LeBron James?
No point guard is going to ball
No.
behind LeBron James.
Thank
considering
you.
that
That's what I'm saying. Thank you,
That's
Ali.
wrong.
You just answered my question. No point guard is going to ball
But
behind LeBron James.
but my question is,
Thank you.
okay, then why they didn't get rid of Rondo then? If he's not been balling, if he ain't been balling,
listen,
if he
listen to
don't
this. Listen to
do
this.
that, don't do that,
Who
don't do
wants-
that,
who
don't
wants
don't
a-
do
First
that.
of all,
Okay,
listen to this.
so-
Who wants an
look-
old Rondo? And he's not just old; he's a head case.
All right,
Every team
Lamar,
he's been with,
listen
he's
He's
Hey,
not a
Lamar.
head case. He is not a head case. Stop that.
Oh my God!
Stop that.
not true.
That's
All right,
a
Lamar,
horrible
listen to this.
narrative. That's a
Listen,
Okay,
horrible
it's
narrative.
horrible. He
Your
quit on
argument
his team in
makes
Dallas.
sense.
He couldn't.
Your
He
argument
That's
couldn't
one
make
time.
him in
That's
Sacramento.
every time. That's the only time anybody gonna mention because he quit on
Hey,
Dallas.
hold
That's a
on.
horrible
Hold on to
narrative.
What about
King.
Sacramento? What about
Hold on to the
Sacramento?
King. I got his ass. All
What
right,
about
so
what
You
Doc
just
Rivers
mentioned
in
Sacramento ain't been a
right?
good team.
What about
Before
Doc Rivers
LeBron
in
got
Boston?
there, right? He had all that time to debunk that notion before LeBron James got there. So how you explain him not
All
putting
what
up those
time?
numbers
1
then?
year? What do you mean? What do you mean? All what time before LeBron got there? 1 year.
Okay, if you're the number 2 overall pick, right? You supposed to be this franchise chasing player. You should be coming out doing the damn thing, right? Because if you was
Like I
going out
said,
doing the
hold
damn
on,
thing
LB.
with
We've
that,
already
would they trade you?
established. We've
No,
already established
they
that he
wouldn't.
hasn't. We've already established he hasn't played up to what we expect of a number 2 pick.
Okay, so if he played,
Okay.
I'm not making that argument.
up to his number 2 overall pick status, you think the Lakers would have went out and got LeBron?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Hold on. You saying nobody? Anybody can go for LeBron. I don't care who you are. You're going to get traded for LeBron. Anybody is going to go.
I hear you though. I hear you, but here's the thing:
Look.
when you shoot, first of all, when you shoot 41% from the free throw line, what's the excuse for that? Shooting 41% from the free throw line.
Like I told y'all before.
What's the excuse for that?
Like I said,
He ain't got no excuse for that.
Shooting from the free throw line is all mental. You see it. There's a lot of good NBA players that can actually shoot.
That's horrible. That's horrible though. 41% though. 41% is horrible, yo. You can't. There's no excuse for that, man.
Hold on. You just said
Yo, you was a capper, man. Yo, you was ridiculous,
Hold on.
man.
Your favorite player.
My player never shot 41. Listen, my player never shot 41% from the
for his career.
No, that's way better. That's 20% more than Lonzo. So what are you talking about?
Man,
That's better than Lonzo though. So what are you trying? Like, come on, yo. And here's the thing: I seen Rondo when the game mattered. I seen Rondo hit free throws when games mattered. A lot of free throws matter. That's a fact. So we're not gonna sit here and talk about.
That ain't no fact.
Hey, what you mean ain't no fact?
He was the Draymond Green of the Celtics.
Yo, you gotta cut that out. You gotta cut that bullshit out. You gotta cut. Listen, you was a lot. Listen.
Draymond Green of the Celtics.
Listen, truth be told, Rondo was the best player on that team in the later years.
Your favorite player is Draymond Green 1.0.
First of all, Rondo was the best player on that team later years on the Celtics team. So stop it.
Mhm.
That's a fact. All them
Hey,
got
hold
older, he
on,
became the best on that team. So stop it.
Hold up. I got your ass, Lamont. So you saying that being a point guard, being the starting point guard, right? You shooting free throws, that's a mental thing, right? But shouldn't you, as a starting point guard, have the mental capacity to run an offense as well?
That's what he's
Shouldn't
good at. He's
shouldn't
good at.
guard
He's good at
supposed to be
running
just
offense.
extension of the head coach
He's
on
good
the
at
floor?
running offense. He's good at running offense, LB. Let's not do that. Come on, man.
Yeah, we are going to do that because he is not good at running an offense.
Yes, he is, man.
He
Come
is
on, that's
not.
called being a floor general. Yes, he is. He's a good floor general.
He's-
Like, has he panned out with his field goal percentage?
Goddamn
Has he
floor
panned
general.
out with his shooting? No.
Cut the
Offensively, his
bullshit.
game.
Cut the shit.
Offensively, his game has not panned out. The
Dude's
way
a
we
six.
thought it.
Dude's a 6'7". He's a 6'7" point guard that can't get to a line. He's afraid of contact. I don't know why. He's not aggressive. Like, how you have a size advantage on most point guards, and you struggle scoring?
It's the NBA. That's why.
What you mean? He's
It's the
6'7".
NBA.
He's the NBA.
He's 6'7".
You know how many niggas is 6'7" in the NBA and don't do shit?
Point
They ride the
guard.
bench?
Yeah.
How many point,
Come on, man.
first of all, how many point guards is his height? First of all, he's bigger than the majority of point guards he go up against. That's a fact. So we're not going to say.
Come
I don't know
on.
what you mean. I'm lying. So
Hey,
he
hold
ain't
on.
big.
Okay, y'all keep talking about offensive stuff. I've already said that he's not panned out offensively. That's already understood. So yes,
Oh,
he
you
struggled
make
to
it-
get to the
oh,
basket.
you make
Yes,
it
he
sound
hasn't
like he
shot the
averaged-
ball.
Trying
well.
to
You made it
keep
seem like he
getting
having 10
different
seconds
angles.
a
We
game.
don't buy that.
No,
we don't buy
that's
that.
not what I
You
said.
snake oil salesman.
So because
We
y'all
just told you
continuously see, listen,
that
the only
his
thing y'all
defensive
always go
prowess
back to, y'all
ain't
always
all
go back
that.
to offense. Y'all always go back to driving to the basket. Y'all always
No,
talk about
that
shooting
means
the
a
ball.
lie.
Offense. Okay, well,
It
all
means
I'm
a
saying
lie.
is, look, I'm actually agreeing with y'all. I've already said he struggled offensively. I said he's been good defensively, and he's a good floor general for your team.
He's
Okay,
not
now
no
has
floor
he
general. You
has he
making him out to
has he
be.
played like a
You
number
telling
2
lies.
draft pick? No, he has not played like a number 2 draft pick. We all agree there. So again, all I'm saying is if we're gonna be honest about a player, let's be honest all the way around the board. Let's talk about what he does good, but also what he does bad. Y'all like to focus on
he's
the offensive
average.
numbers. No, the
He's
offensive
an
numbers are
average
bad.
player.
The defense, his defense is above average. That's not
No,
average.
man, he's an
Being
average
floor
defender.
general-
Listen, he's a decent,
Okay.
good defender, man. He's average. He's an average point guard in the NBA, and that's
Okay.
the problem.
All right.
He's an average point guard in the NBA, and that's the
All
problem.
right. To
A lot
a
of teams.
fan. To a fan.
That's hey. I'm lying. I'm lying because he won't start for most teams. He wouldn't start.
That's not true. You know what I do for a living? I'm an assistant scout for the Suns. So I know for a fact what people in the NBA actually think of his game.
Shout the Real Facts TV. in the
Scouts
building.
can get stuff wrong too.
Yeah,
I
but fans get it wrong a lot more.
I ain't right. I ain't saying I'm right all the time. I'm or wrong, whatever, all the time. But guess what?
Hold on.
I clearly see Lonzo ain't no.
Coaches and execs get it wrong all the time too.
Exactly. Nobody's perfect.
Hold on. Like I said, but what I'm saying is it all comes down to making the best guess you possibly can based off what you see. And what again, did we expect Lonzo to start off with a bigger bang? Yes. But has he had a lot of stuff thrown his way that kind of put a wrench into that? Yes. He's had injuries. He's had LeBron James thrown onto his team that made him play out of position. He's had Luke Walton who didn't play him correctly. So yeah, he's been in some bad situations. He hasn't played up to potential.
But here's the problem. Lonzo knows for a fact the pressure was on him, and knows for a fact the pressure was on him. He had all this pressure on him, whatever, and
because his daddy.
Exactly, he knew that.
Motherfucking yellow.
Lonzo know he had a target on his back.
Have you guys ever played in front of a crowd of 20,000 people?
No, okay, and I know, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking about high school, college. I'm not even talking about NBA.
No.
I'm talking about high school, college. So what I'm saying is that's pressure.
Ball in front of large crowds.
What I'm saying is that's pressure. Now, like I said, your game completely changes when just by playing in front of that many people. Now imagine doing that on cable TV.
Bro, his eyes been on him. His eyes been on him since he was in college.
Man, come on, man.
Okay, time out. See, I'm about to debunk all that. All right,
it's a different game. It's a different type of pressure.
That should not be pressure. That should not be pressure. You playing in front of a large crowd. You played in front of a large crowd. UCLA. You know about UCLA's championship history. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know about the traditions of UCLA, right? He comes out. You ain't even heard of Lonzo Ball till this yellow tooth used car salesman of a daddy you know what I'm saying, who lack Listerine discipline, come on TV, start talking shit about all these guys in the NBA.
That's where y'all
real
real hate lies. Is lies in LeVar, not Lonzo.
man. No, man,
I understand that.
Hate. Our real hate is the
man.
fact that I tell you,
Like
this dude,
LeVar has y'all more mad at Lonzo than anybody.
Did not play to his capability because his snake oil salesman of a daddy along, comes out, talks all this bullshit and talk about his son is the best thing since sliced bread, and then we get sold the fucking hill of beans.
LB, what else is his dad supposed to say about him? That he's trash?
No, but don't sit there, open your mouth and say dumb shit though. You don't open your mouth and say dumb shit.
You know how many kids are sitting at the crib wishing their dad would say something about them like that?
Man, look,
come on, man. But he went too far. LeVar went too far, yo.
He went too far to y'all. But
you
listen, you don't got two sons and they about to be top 5 in the NBA draft lottery.
Listen. I understand about encouraging your kids. There's nothing wrong about encouraging your kids and feel they're the best. When you sit there and try to bring another player, other people down and make your son look great, that's a problem. Don't do that. Don't sit there and try to make it seem like LeVar has been like this.
Okay, why are we talking about LeVar? We're supposed to be talking about Lonzo.
But that's one.
I'm hate for LeVar. I don't hate. First of all, I
don't hate on nobody.
It affects your opinion on Lonzo.
It's not affecting my opinion. First of all, I want Lonzo to do good. Believe it or not, I want Lonzo to be good. But I have to call it how I see it.
Exactly.
Okay, so
nobody hating on Lonzo.
I'm asking you another question.
Lonzo has potential to be great.
Time out. What you fail to understand is we're not going to give him credit for credit he don't deserve.
Okay, so I'm asking you a question. LB, I'm gonna ask you this question. Do you know a player by the name of Onyeka on Google?
How you even spell that?
So what I'm saying is I'm asking you this question because this is a guy that's going to be he's going to get drafted top 10. He's going to get drafted top 10. Now, a lot of people don't know this about this player, but this guy grew up with the Ball brothers. LeVar Ball raised him as well. And so that's a third player that he's sending lottery to the NBA draft with his system. So there's 3 players. What I'm saying, he's out of USC.
Look, I don't have any reservations for him or against him until I see him play.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What I'm saying is whatever LeVar Ball is doing over there, he's getting players in the lottery of the draft.
I'm not saying he's not. Listen, we're not saying he ain't like he don't know talent. He don't know how to you know what I mean. I see him work with his sons and stuff like that. But it's a thing called when you go too far. He went too far though. We're not going to act like he didn't go too far. I'm nobody saying that. Oh, LeVar, this is the worst parent ever. But when you could cross. But he crossed the lines. He crossed too many lines and he went too far.
What line did he cross?
Okay, when you sit there and disrespect, So it was cool for him to disrespect Stephen Curry, talking about, you could put Stephen Curry on the UCLA and put my son on the Warriors, see what happens. That's disrespectful.
That's not disrespect.
Come on, how is not disrespectful? You're a capping, yo. Stop capping, man.
How was that disrespect?
Hold up.
So
how is that disrespectful?
If I say a player, if I say one player would play better in another,
you know why LeVar Ball's a coon? Because he running around here disrespecting black men, putting down black men to uplift his son. That's some cool shit right there.
Who did he put down? Then LB putting down somebody is talking shit about their game. Put down somebody. Talking shit about.
He said he said 2-time MVP. Talking about put my son on UCLA. And you put Stephen Curry on UCLA and put my son on the Warriors. See what happens. Come on, yo.
Okay, so how are you down in the black man? And all you talking about is basketball.
Stephen Curry and
listen. I have no listen. You're missing the point. I have no problem saying that his son was the best. When you sit there and specifically naming people to make you great.
No, he didn't name anybody. They asked him a question.
Man, that motherfucker went out there.
Go listen to the interview.
They didn't ask him about no Stephen Curry. He named
no Stephen Curry.
Okay. Now they
asked him about Jordan.
Now
Jordan, did he name drop Jordan by his nose?
So was that disrespect to Jordan? He was obviously joking, but was that disrespect?
Man, no, fuck all that.
Okay, so look, Lance Stevenson just came out and said he could beat Kevin Durant 1-on-1. Is that disrespect?
Did he name drop Jordan?
You see
Or
what I'm
did they
saying?
ask him about it? Or he name dropped
Players
it?
say shit all the time, but y'all give everybody
That's not
pass.
answering my question, Lamont.
LeVar Ball say it, and it's the
You
end
don't
of the
get.
world.
Hey, look, on my channel, you're not gonna move the goalpost, right? When I ask you a question, I expect the answer. You're not gonna this goalpost moving shit, right? When did they ask him about Jordan, or did he name drop Jordan?
He was trolling.
That's
If
not
niggas
what
say
I asked you, Lamont.
if anybody let it come out their mouth that they can beat
That's
Jordan
not what I
1-on-1,
asked you. I ain't
you
asked you
obviously
about
know
whether
it's
or
a
not he was
joke.
trolling. I don't give a fuck
If you
about
take
that.
that seriously, LB, then you must be crazy.
I
Like, if
guess
you
I
took
guess
that
he wasn't.
seriously, then
I
you
guess
must
he
be
wasn't
crazy.
serious. I guess he was trolling too when he said his son was better than Stephen Curry. But okay,
Yes, he was
we,
trolling. But the
why
crazy
would you
thing
troll?
about
But why
LeVar
would you
Ball,
troll? I don't want
but
my
the
dad.
crazy
Hey,
thing,
I don't want my dad to troll me. I want him to be
LeVar
stay one of his words.
LeVar Ball actually believes this stuff in his head.
Okay, but that don't mean it should
That's a
come out your
wrong.
mouth. That's what we're trying to tell
Whether
you.
it's true or not doesn't matter.
Okay,
If he
whether
believes it, he can say it.
Okay, so why couldn't he tell him that behind the camera?
Okay, why does he have to say it? Why do y'all got to
Why does he have
control
to
when or
put
where
that
he
shit
say it?
out there in the atmosphere? Why couldn't he
you
say that
put
to him in
because
private?
he put a target on your son. He put a target on his son's
How is
back.
it a target? No, it's
He
like
did put a
LeVar
target
said.
on his
Hold on,
son's
listen.
back.
This is what LeVar Ball said. He said pressure. He said a target on your back is when you walk in the streets and you got to sell dope and you got to look over your shoulder every now and then, make sure
Come
somebody
on,
don't
get the
blow
fuck
your
out
head
of
off.
here. Yo, get
That's
out, yo,
man.
Nigga, y'all talking about
you
basketball.
always be
This is
trying to be technical,
basketball.
man.
No.
You
It's basketball. At the end of the day, it's basketball. Pressure busts pipes. Pressure only makes you better. What you
look,
mean?
Hey, he's still He's struggling. He's struggling.
Okay.
So he
All right,
must be. He feels some. He feels some type. He feels some type of pressure when you've been
We're
struggling.
gonna find out how much he's struggling.
We
when he
going
comes up for
to.
that contract. When he gets signed for that big contract in the offseason.
And
We're
guess
gonna
what
see
we
if
gonna
he's
say?
struggling there.
Guess what we gonna say? He don't deserve that contract.
Man,
The
I
same
know.
right here
He
say-
gonna
But
he
LB,
gonna
LB,
he
you're
gonna sound like a
that same
he gonna
energy
sound
when it comes to
he
Lonzo.
gonna sound like a $50 million contract.
Okay,
That nigga
at the
don't
most.
deserve a $50 million
what we're gonna do?
contract.
I'm just at the most. At the most, he get 50 million.
Mark this conversation. We're gonna come back and revisit it, and I want to see what your excuse is after he signs.
There ain't gonna be no excuse.
There ain't
If we
no
play,
excuse.
listen,
We gonna
I'm gonna call how I see
I'm
it.
telling you right now.
No,
Hey,
but I already see the thing is I've already seen the projections for what his contract is gonna be.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up.
So I know.
I'm gonna give you a sneak preview. Lamont, I'm gonna give you a sneak preview of what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you
exactly what he's gonna get.
The sneak peek is this: he don't deserve that money.
Okay. All right. So did you say that about Miles Leonard when he got 80 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Miles Leonard don't deserve no 80 million.
Not deserve no 80 mil.
It's a lot of players. It's a lot of players who getting overpaid because of.
No, you make it seem like we just target Lonzo Ball or something. Like that's not even. Don't make it seem like we just target Lonzo just because of Lonzo.
Okay, Lamont. If you love him so much, how come Phoenix don't sign him then?
Love who?
Lonzo Ball.
Well, they're not gonna be able to sign him because he's not gonna be a free agent. He'll be a restricted free agent, and he's gonna get re-signed by New Orleans.
Hey man, if y'all ain't heard that Joey Badass new album, man, y'all need to listen to that shit. Boy,
yeah, I listen to that John.
Fuck.
That John fire.
It's just like we talk about Lonzo, but nobody says nothing about Alan Crabb stealing money. That man signed 80 million.
Man, no, there's a lot of people stealing money, man.
We already know how much.
Motherfuckers ain't saying nothing about Chandler Parsons.
No, they Lonzo.
Come on, we've been talking about Chandler Parsons. We've been talking about that.
Lonzo,
come on, man.
Lonzo is going to get 5 years. He's going to get 5 years, 70 million. That's
man, we know that already. That's
but you know the difference is
this the difference between
Lonzo,
Alan Crabb and fucking Chandler Parsons, all them other motherfuckers you bringing up.
About to say
their daddy ain't coming on TV saying this, that, and the third.
Oh, so it's okay if they daddy ain't talking.
Listen, here's the thing.
We ain't say it was okay then. We not gonna say it's okay now. We were trying to tell you that's not okay.
Who cares? Who cares if his daddy?
Listen. You gotta back up your talk, man. You gotta back up your talk, man. At the end of the day, his dad wrote checks that Lonzo couldn't cash, and that's what it is.
LeVar was writing checks his son ass couldn't cash.
That's a lot. You can't.
Hey, see, and this is the thing. See, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that you want to blame on his dad. It's a lot of stuff you blame on his dad. But why don't you look at some of the stuff that Lonzo was doing off the court that could have affected his production? He had a baby mama drama. He was doing a rap career. He was doing all this other stuff.
First of all,
that affected his rap career. True the king. Hold up, true the king. God fucking fly. All right, hey, I will give you that because when he went out there, it was talking about Nas and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We was on his ass about that. You know what I'm saying? That ass clown game don't match the way he talk, and yet he run around here talking about one of the greatest rappers of all time. I'll give you that.
But he did to himself. The rap thing, he did to himself. Everything else, the other drama, okay, I may give you that. But the
Well, I'm
rap
saying-
thing, I'm not giving you the rap thing. We're not doing that. He chose to make music. So
He
what I'm
chose to
saying
put
is-
himself
what
out
I'm
there
saying is
and corny
players-
ass fucking rapper.
Look, what
Yeah,
I'm
he's
saying
a
is
corny
players.
ass motherfucking rapper. He running around here talking about don't nobody listen to Nas no more. No motherfucker, no one wants to see you play.
and Lonzo not the only person with baby mama drama. There's people with baby mama drama. You probably don't even know they're going through drama, and they still got to do what they got to do.
But
Shout out to my boy Ticket in the motherfucking building, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother Ticket TV and this motherfucker. Yeah, we cooking Lamont and ain't ass, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you in that
right.
bullshit again.
You get cooked.
Yeah. Oh my god, cook how?
You been cooked. You been on the grill.
Cook how? What did y'all say?
You get cooked. You been capping.
This
You
man,
literally separate.
Hey, this man favorite player.
For punishment, man.
Look, LB, this man's favorite player is Draymond Green 1.0, but he talking about Lonzo.
Yo,
Ball.
don't do yo. You gotta cut that out, yo. You really gotta hold on, yo. You really gotta be trying to be disrespectful now, yo. Yo, Rondo would square up with you even saying shit like that, yeah. Rondo would square up with you saying shit like. First of all, yo, you can't compare no Draymond Green to Rondo. Rondo became the best player on his team. Draymond Green was never the best player on his team.
Rondo was not the best player on the
He
Celtics.
was, but they were getting older. He took over. First of all, so we're gonna act like Rondo in the playoff didn't take over and led them to victories. We're gonna act like that, huh? We ain't gonna act like Rondo wasn't going head to head with LeBron James. We're gonna act like that never happened, right? And took him to get like, come on, yo, stop it.
Hold on. How was Rondo the best player on the team? His best average per season was 13 points a game.
That's higher than Lonzo.
Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
by 1 point. By 1 point.
He ran,
By
dog.
one?
He ran the offense.
Time out.
Oh.
Last time I checked, I got a high school
That
diploma.
was it. Oh.
And 13 was higher than 12. Okay.
Oh,
Exactly.
1 point. But hold on. But he just said that was Rondo's best season ever.
But we ain't
Lonzo
talking
ain't
about
even had a
Rondo.
chance
Why
to have
you
his
bringing
best season
Rondo up in this shit, man? We talking
You
about
know, man,
your
Rondo.
fucking star
13
player,
a game.
Lonzo
Oh,
Ball.
wow.
Rondo
How was he
ain't got nothing to do with this.
13.7, 13.7, so really 14. 13.7, so really 14, if you really want to go there.
Oh, wow. No, it's really 13.7. That's what it really is.
You round up as 14. You do
It's
your math
really
and round up as 14.
13.7.
You round
But
up
it's
as
really
14.
13 point. But if in your actuality,
Has Lonzo ever led the league in assists? Has Lonzo ever led the league in assists? No, he has not.
No.
Has
Oh,
Lonzo
wow.
ever been an all-star?
Yes.
Has Lonzo ever went up head to head against the best players in the world in playoffs and balled out?
Rondo was
No, he has not.
Draymond Green. He was the fourth.
He
wheel.
was not.
He was the fourth wheel.
Dog, later
tagging
down.
along.
No, he was not, dude. You be lying, yo.
He was Draymond Green. He was the
No,
fourth
you're a
player.
liar. You're lying. You're
He was
lying.
riding coattails.
What that make Lamont? He was
No, you was lying, yo.
He was riding coattails.
You need to stop lying, man.
He wasn't riding coattails.
You're
All right, now I
lying.
got everybody's attention. God damn it.
I mean, Draymond Green had a big game every now and then. Sometimes.
That's what he do. He said,
No, you're not gonna come.
as soon as we get him on some shit, he want to switch it up. Right?
Exactly. You're
Nothing to
lying.
do with Draymond Green. We stay
Exactly.
coming on that Bama. You know what I'm saying?
Come
You're
on,
a
man.
glutton for punishment, Lamont.
Call
You're
the
a
pearl.
straight glutton for punishment, bro.
I'm
Hey,
just saying,
man.
hold on. He's talking about Lonzo, but like I said, when your
Is-
favorite players,
Is Draymond Green better than
1.0.
Lonzo Ball?
Huh?
Is Draymond Green
Draymond-
better than Lonzo?
Yeah, he's better.
That's a question. That's a question.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Y'all act for the
That's
y'all
not
act like
saying-
y'all
That's
act
horrible.
like y'all
That's
act like
horrible.
Lonzo's career is over. Like he's
It's
only
not
mid
over,
three.
but as of right now, you talking about you a number 2 pick and Draymond Green better than you? Yeah, that's
Well, Draymond
you
Green's
you
better than a lot of players.
He's not.
better than-
He's really not.
He's better than
He's
a lot
not.
of players.
Like
He's
who?
not. He's really not.
Right.
He's
And
really
his power
not.
forward position.
He's really
Like
not.
who?
He's
At the
not.
power
He's
forward
not.
position?
He's not even top 10.
I didn't say he
Draymond
was
Green
top
better
10.
than who?
He ain't better
I'll
than
give
shit.
you Kendrick Perkins. I'll give you Kendrick Perkins.
He ain't better than shit. Hey, Kendrick Perkins retired.
I'll give you
He's
Ryan Hollins.
talking about Kendrick Perkins now.
Yeah, we talk Kendrick Perkins. Yeah, he better than Kendrick Perkins. He's better than Ryan Hollins. I give you those two players.
That man said Draymond better than Lonzo and then tried to defend Lonzo. Get the fuck out of here. Listen,
but the reason Draymond Green is better is he's just been in the league more. He's accomplished more in his career. He's more effective at what he does. He found his niche in the NBA.
and you said
Being good in
Lonzo,
the
so
NBA
Lonzo not effective.
What I'm saying is
That's what you're saying.
being good in the NBA is about finding your niche, finding what works, and you're just riding with it. Like Lou Williams.
So what works for Lonzo?
Lou Williams is good in NBA because he's
Lonzo is a pass first point guard, for general. Six,
he ain't no
6,
goddamn
7.
floor general.
Well, that's what he came in the league. That's what he came in the league as his potential being a floor general, getting compared to Jason Kidd and all that shit. And he ain't been that.
Never mention him in the same breath as Jason Kidd. Don't ever do that.
But that's what they were trying. That's what they were trying to do, LB.
I know what you're saying.
That's what they were trying to do.
Ever mention him
That's
in
what
the
they're
same
trying
breath
to do.
as Jason Kidd.
Lonzo got to get it together, man. He got to get it together because it's like, because he's gonna be one of the biggest busts of all time if he don't get it together. He got a lot. Listen, his career is not over. His career is not over at all. But he got to get it together. That's the problem. All that capping for him and all that trying to save him, y'all got to cut it out,
because
man.
you got to listen. Because at the end of the day, I still criticize him where he's failed. But I'm saying y'all criticize him, but y'all don't talk about what he's actually done good. Y'all just criticize.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I'm not gonna sit here and call myself. I'm not gonna sit here.
I'll talk about it. Until then, I'm not gonna go ahead and go out my way and crap like you do.
If Lonzo a complete scrub, no, he's not. He's not a complete scrub.
Yes, he is.
Well, I ain't saying.
Yeah, he is.
Listen,
let's just be honest. Let's tell
he's an average player. But I'm just saying, but being an average player, being number two pick is horrible. It is bad. That's horrible. You being an average player and being a number 2 pick, and you had supposed to be a franchise player.
Shout out to DeMonte Jones in the chat room, man. Appreciate you for taking your time out your day, homie.
I was about to say, yeah, but like it's crazy. Like how can you sit here and say, you can't all this capping for Lonzo? Like,
what am I capping? Hold on, what did I say that was cap about Lonzo?
Because it's like it's too many excuses on his name, man.
What excuse did I make? I said he was trash offensively. I said he hasn't panned out offensively, but he does play good defense. He's a good playmaker.
No,
did I say that was cap?
He's an average. He's an average.
Okay, no, you can say that. You can say that. But what I'm saying is, what did I say that was capped though? Because I said everything y'all said offensively.
He's not a great. He's an average playmaker.
Okay, you can say that. I say he's a great to good playmaker.
I say he's below average playmaker.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
Because at point guard position, the person you would consider a below average playmaker would be somebody like a Pat Beverly. He's a below average playmaker. But he's great on defense. He makes
I know you want. I know.
No, he's not. He's not a better playmaker than Lonzo.
I'll say he better than Lonzo.
Hold on. I'll get Mr. Big Chest in this motherfucker, man. What you got, Mr. Big Chest?
All right. So my thoughts on Lonzo Ball is, for a number 2 overall pick, you are right. He is a bust right now. But do I think he's a complete scrub? No. I think the difference between him and somebody like Anthony Bennett is that Anthony Bennett, he was lazy. He was not caring. My problem with Lonzo is he plays timid on the court. It's not like that he has no skill, because he does. We saw that at UCLA. There was a reason why he was number 1 ranked in high school. He's not. He has skill. He has ability, but he plays timid. He's not aggressive consistently. And if you're not aggressive, you're not consistently, what's the point of you being on the court and starting? Like, you have the ability, so why don't you use it? That's my problem with Lonzo, and I'm a Lonzo fan. I'll admit that. I'll take flack for that. But if I'm critiquing him fairly, I'm saying you're a number 2 overall pick. They picked you. They should have picked De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion. But still, you was a number 2 overall pick. You was so hyped up, even though it's mostly your daddy's fault, because you didn't really do nothing to deserve that hate. But you should be playing like a number 2 overall pick. Now, I'll give him credit for this. Ever since the beginning of February, his shot has started to fall down. He's averaged 17, 7, and 8 since February 1st. But the thing is, as a number 2 overall pick, we're expecting you to average those numbers when you come in. You should be averaging like 23 and 7 now, or 24 and 7, like some of these guys like Brandon Ingram and De'Aaron Fox are doing. You're not supposed to be a work in progress. Now, it's not a problem with him being a work in progress, but since he's a number 2 overall pick, He should already be at superstar level, you know. And I know most of this is his dad's fault, but you know, most of this is his dad's fault. But like as a number 2 overall pick, you should be playing at a certain level. And right now, he's not playing at that level. So I agree, he's a bust, but I don't think he's just complete garbage. He has skill. It's just, you know, as a fan of him, I just wish he would use it for God's sake.
Exactly. That's
Hey,
exactly.
so
And that's how
I'm
I
gonna ask you
feel.
a question. How many number 2 overall picks in the last 10 years are superstars?
That's a good question. Hold up.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, because in 2010 you had Evan Turner. Is he a superstar?
We
No.
criticize him. I criticize
But
him.
he's trash. 2011 you got Derek Williams. He's not even in the NBA anymore. 2012 you had Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, number 2 overall. He's not even in the NBA anymore. All right, 2013 you got Oladipo. Oladipo is on his way. Oladipo is on his way to being a superstar. He's not a complete superstar yet, but he's on his way. You got Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker, who was a number 2 overall pick in 2014. He's a bust as a number 2 overall, but he's found a niche in the league. Right? He's found a way to be good in the league, but he hasn't lived up to a number 2 overall pick. D'Angelo Russell was a number 2 overall pick. He's been able to put up points, but his defense has been so bad. He it's hard to put him in certain systems.
He helped lead Brooklyn to the playoffs last year. So
he did help.
I mean, listen.
But his defense was so bad. His defense was atrocious.
He got work on that, but he still helped the team win.
The problem with
at
Russell
this point,
is
look,
that
this
he's
is the thing.
extremely
At
ball
this point,
dominant.
Lonzo should be averaging double-digit assists.
No, what I'm saying is, y'all can say average double-digit assists, all this, but I've just named a lot of number 2 overall picks.
Hold
on, listen. Well, y'all have these high.
He should be averaging at least double-digit assists.
What I'm saying is,
first point guard y'all making.
What I'm saying is, y'all put these standards on Lonzo that y'all don't apply to all other number 2 overall picks.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
No, you don't. Because again,
what do you mean?
We're not talking about
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist should have not been number 2 pick. Listen, like all those people got criticized. All those people got criticized for being picked number 2.
It's been 3. Hold on. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years since Lonzo's been in the league. Okay, why are we still talking about it?
First of all, 3 years is a lot of time.
Improved.
You know
That's why
we haven't talked about. We haven't. Yeah, but 3 years you can improve. Brandon Ingram was a number 12 overall pick. He didn't come straight out.
And Brandon Ingram was an all-star this year.
But yeah, it took him time to develop into that, didn't it? He didn't become an all-star till year 3.
And Lonzo's in year 4. So what do you explain that?
Hold on. Brandon Ingram's in year 4, matter of fact. Brandon Ingram's year 4. It took him 4 years to become all-star.
First of all,
4 years.
First of all, his first year, Brandon Ingram averaged 9.4 points a game. His second year, he averaged 16. His second year, he averaged 16. His third year, he averaged 18, and now he averaged 24. Became an all-star. Come on, that's improvement. That's improvement.
Yeah, thank you. But hold on. But listen to what you said. Listen, this is where I go back to. What stat did you use to say he improved? You used points per game, which goes back to the fact that y'all only look at points per game to determine if the player's getting better. Thank you. That proved it right there because you immediately went to points per game. You didn't look at nothing else.
Everything. Of course, everything in Brandon Ingram game improved. I didn't sit there and say point. I just gave you a consistent number.
Points per game. He improving his field goal percentage as well.
Okay, that's offense. You talking? Well, okay. How has he improved defense?
You just said name one thing.
How has he improved?
We just did it. Now you want to move the goalpost again?
That's an offensive stat. How has he improved defense?
Hey,
talk about his complete game.
He improved defensively.
Only offense. Yeah, y'all only talk about.
Brandon Ingram improved defensively. He improved defensively.
All right, it's easy
I'm not going to call him like an elite defender, but Brandon Ingram improved defensively.
Okay,
he improved as a player.
Hey, how can we not talk about Marvin Bagley? He was a number 2 overall pick. What has he done?
All he done was got hurt, but when he did play, he had upside. I'll take Marvin Bagley over Lonzo Ball.
He had upside, but was he an all-star?
Man, this is only his second year. He was hurt.
What I'm saying is he was a number 2 overall pick. Apply the same standard that you have the line.
Listen.
Keep that same energy with all the number 2
I start calling people
is a better player than Lonzo Ball.
Listen, I start calling people.
His problem is injuries. He can't stay on the court because he stays.
Exactly.
Hold on. Bagley had a stretch of play this year before he got hurt where he played good. Before that stretch of play, he wasn't doing shit. So don't act like he just had 2 great stellar years and then he got hurt. No,
I
that was
nobody
not
say he
the
had
case.
2 great. Nobody say he had 2 great stellar
Come
years.
on, man.
No,
He
see,
was
that's
Played
that's
underperforming.
what you
been
do.
consistent.
That's what you do.
Played been
Hold on,
consistent.
put words in
He got
people's mouths.
drafted
Ain't
over
nobody
Luka
say all
Doncic.
that.
He got
You
drafted
said
over
that.
Luka
Stop putting
Doncic.
words in my mouth, man. You know what I'm
Bagley
saying?
got
I don't
drafted
like
over
that
Trey
shit.
Young.
I don't like
He
that
got
shit,
drafted.
man.
What I'm saying is what I'm doing is I'm proving to y'all that y'all don't keep it consistent with all the number 2 overall picks. See, we never talk about Marvin Bagley. Why? Because he ain't in the headlines like that.
He's always
he can-
hurt,
Well,
though.
you know
So he
what?
can get
Because
He's
away
the
always
with
players
it.
hurt.
not coming out running their mouths about their play either.
So now it goes back to your feelings because somebody talked too much.
And they ain't got nothing to do with my feelings. I'm
Come
telling
on,
you what
man. Like I
it is.
said,
No,
keep the
he
same energy
writing
with
checks.
all number 2 overall picks.
No, he
Because
writing checks.
there's been a lot of number 2 overall picks that ain't done shit, and y'all give them passes
And
because
Lonzo
they quiet.
one of them. We ain't giving what pass you want Marvin back? Like, listen, Marvin back.
What passes we giving?
Y'all giving passes because y'all
I
only
ain't
talk about
nobody
y'all only
passes,
talk about
man.
Lonzo because
Who?
y'all don't like LeVar.
Who giving passes?
Who giving
Y'all only
passes,
talk
man?
about Lonzo because y'all don't like LeVar. That's facts.
Man,
Yeah,
this ain't
that's
got nothing to do with
crazy,
that yellow
man.
tooth Bama, but that yellow tooth Bama didn't do any favors for his son when he comes up running his mouth
But
about him.
thank you. So the true feelings come out right there. It's because of LeVar.
Ain't got. Once again, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody's personal feelings. Okay,
I can't tell you
LB.
because we only talking
LB.
about
and
Lonzo.
we
We
seen
don't
what
talk.
happened was
You
It's,
doing a
it's
lot of reaching.
listen. It's number 2 picks that's not
reaching.
even in the
He
league
reaching
within
right
the
now.
last 10 years.
See that
It's
we
number
see
2
that
picks that's not even in the
I
league.
hear
And we criticize them too.
You didn't know. I ain't heard y'all say a word about
You
no.
We
Evan Turner.
criticize them too.
Get
I
outta
personally
here.
criticize them. No, I don't have
Yeah,
to
you
sit there
can.
and go on the
Yeah, you
internet.
can.
I don't have,
It's
listen.
called guilty by
Man, y'all ain't said
association.
shit about no Evan
Look,
Like,
Turner.
come
if
on,
you
yo.
know that this
Like,
motherfucker out here, hold on, y'all.
I bet
If
y'all
you
don't even know
a
Derek
motherfucker out here
Williams.
doing some shit and you ain't doing nothing to stop it, guess what? You're guilty by association.
Y'all don't know no Derek Williams. That
If
nigga
a
was a
motherfucker
bust.
comes
I
out here
know
running
who
his
don't know
mouth,
about Derek
this guy
Williams.
go out there and tell him, look, Dad, I love you and everything. I love everything you've done for me, but I can't have you going in the media. I can't have you going in the media talking about this, that, and the third.
God.
He could have
Do you
did
think
that, but
Do you
he
think he
didn't. So
cares?
guess
Do you
what?
think he
That
actually
makes him
cares?
guilty by association.
LB, he actually don't care.
What do you mean?
That shit don't affect
He
him.
Like I say,
It don't
he
affect
could have
him.
went in there and stopped that shit. He didn't. So that makes him guilty by
So what I'm saying
association.
is,
So whatever
put
you
Lonzo's failures on
you
him.
do
Don't
pay the
put it on
price
his dad.
for the sins of your daddy.
Lonzo's failures are his fault, not his dad's fault. Because all NBA players got shit going on off the
And have
court
we not
that they can
criticized
use as
Lonzo
an
for his
excuse.
play? We didn't hold on. When we criticize Lonzo for his play, we don't bring his
No,
dad in here. What
but
you
LB,
do on the other hand, hold on, Lamar,
LB,
hold on. What you do on the other hand, you bring his daddy in here and talk about, well, his daddy does
I
more for
haven't
his
said his
son.
daddy. Y'all keep talking about his
His
dad.
daddy love his son.
Yeah, all right.
But look, LB. But y'all criticize his game. Y'all criticize only offensive parts of his game. Y'all don't talk about the whole picture. See, y'all criticize him, but
That
y'all
is
don't
the
say
whole.
what
That
he
is the
does.
whole pic. That is the
That's
whole
not the whole-
picture.
What
Yeah,
up,
because y'all
man?
fans.
LeVar Ball is part of Lonzo's career.
Hold on.
No, he's
Hey,
not.
I hope y'all.
What do you
Hey,
mean it's not?
Time out.
No, he's
When you
not.
think of Lonzo, when you think of Lonzo, you talking about.
Hold up,
When you think of Lonzo,
y'all.
you think of LeVar.
God
Come
damn.
on, man. Yeah, because
Hold
that's
on, y'all.
like I said.
Hey,
Y'all hate for LeVar
Hey,
is part of why you don't like Lonzo.
hey, order in the fucking
Facts.
courtroom. Hey, shout out to Hitman X. I hope you safe out there in Arizona, man. You know what I'm saying? I know that shit's out there spiking, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you don't catch that motherfucker. But what you got on this?
Oh no, I ain't in no Arizona. I'm in Texas, man.
Okay, but either way, you know, they still out there. You're still out there catching that shit left and right. So I hope you stay safe out there, homie.
Yeah,
All right,
I appreciate that. My
what you
whole
got on
thing
this,
is
homie?
like you saying, you calling y'all blaming Lonzo for LeVar actions in his mouth. You know, like I don't get that. You know, I feel like,
Facts.
look, man, that dude has a lot of upside. Of course, he's not as good as he should be. He's not a number 2 overall pick. But like until y'all start criticizing players like that bum Dragon Bender and players like that, like I'm not trying to hear anything about Lonzo Ball. You feel me?
Facts.
Man, Jordan
Like
Bender is a
Dragon
fucking
Bender is the
scrub. We
worst
all know
top 5
that.
pick I ever seen in my life. And y'all don't criticize. Y'all don't even talk about
No,
that.
no,
Jordan
y'all got.
Bender
First
should
of
not
all,
be in the NBA.
hold up. First of all, Lonzo has a bigger spotlight than people you name. Oh, y'all, you like don't. We're not gonna act like Lonzo don't have a bigger spotlight than people you naming. That's why he gonna get. Of course, you gonna get criticized. We gonna criticize him more because it's the spotlight on. We criticize every player. I
No, you
criticize that
don't.
player. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But here's the thing: Lonzo Ball keep getting talked about. So I keep seeing, Lonzo Ball this and Lonzo Ball that. If I'm watching the ESPN or they keep talking about Lonzo Ball this and Lonzo Ball that, what you expect?
All right, so I'm asking you a
What do you
question.
expect?
Who's a better player,
But
Dennis
Lonzo,
Smith Jr. or
Lonzo
Lonzo
still
Ball?
has time to improve, though. You got to understand. Lonzo
Who's
is
better, Dennis
what,
Smith
30,
Jr. or
40?
Lonzo Ball? Who is the big? Is Dennis Smith Jr. a bust?
Oh, they don't talk about him as like what you talking about? They
Is he
don't
a
talk
bust,
about.
Dennis Smith Jr. is a bust.
Thank you.
He's a bust. He's a bust.
Is Josh Jackson a bust? He was number 4 overall in that draft.
Yes, he's a bust. Yes.
Josh Jackson definitely a bust.
No, those
He's a
are busts.
bust.
Hold on, those are bust.
But Lonzo,
Josh Jackson was in the G League this year.
right. But here's the
He was a
difference.
bust.
Lonzo Ball
alcoholic.
still gets talked about, and you still have people that still capping for Lonzo Ball, saying that
How
he's
they capping?
he's
What
this
did
and
they
this.
say that was
You
cap?
have
What did
don't
they say
act
that was cap?
like they know. So they're not no
What's-
Lonzo Ball fans out here talking
Okay,
about Lonzo this and that. He's good.
What's the
and
cap
people like
though?
that.
Well, what is the cap? Like,
I'm
you
not
keep saying
saying
cap.
you.
What
I'm
is
not
the cap?
saying you. I'm saying Lonzo Ball fans. There's a lot of Lonzo Ball fans out there acting like he can't do no wrong.
Who?
Hey, bro, I understand what you're saying. I'm a Lonzo Ball fan, but like
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about
No,
some people
I
that
get
is like
that.
it's blind.
I get that because I deal with that on Instagram all the time, and I have to eat to these clowns all day. But I get what you're saying. What I'm saying, like take all like for me, I'm just saying take all the comparisons to the other 2 number one picks. If I'm redrafting the 2017 draft, I'm not taking Markel Fultz 1. I'm not taking Lonzo Ball 2. The first 2 overall picks should have been Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell, or Jason Tatum and
Easy to say in
Y'all have the
hindsight.
benefit of
Exactly.
That's easy to say after the fact. That's
No,
so easy to
it's
say
easy.
after the fact.
Well,
At the time, we were
the
saying
Sixers got
thing.
baited. The Sixers got baited
There's
picking
no
folks.
reason Donovan should have been 13th pick in that draft. No
Hey,
reason at
hold on,
all.
time
But
out,
we
time
have
out,
the
time
benefit
out.
of hindsight. Like,
Hold on. I got to
you're a
read
general
something
manager,
here
you're not
about
taking
Dennis
the
Smith
So
Jr.
easy to say now, man.
I got to read
Yeah,
something
around
about Dennis Smith Jr.
Jonathan
Easy to
Isaac would
say,
go
hey,
number 3
Do
in
you
that draft.
know? Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
College.
Do you know that Dennis Smith Jr. first rookie year he averaged 15 a game?
Yeah, but what has he done since?
When has he ever? When has Lonzo ever
Exactly.
added 15 a game?
Okay, Dennis Smith Jr. averaged
Yo.
the worst
Hey.
15 a game, and there we go again talking about points as if that makes you a good player because they traded him as soon as they got an offer.
Yeah, they drafted
about
Luka Doncic, and when they drafted Luka Doncic, there was a conflict between.
Why would they draft another point guard if they
That's
have
why
Dennis
Dennis
Smith
Smith Jr.
Jr.?
ended up getting
Because
shipped
he was a
off to New York.
bum. He didn't
was
make anybody
involved in the
better.
Kristaps
He
Porzingis
just
trade.
scored the ball. He just scored the ball.
He
He didn't make
been-
anybody better.
He been playing like a bust too. Right now, it is what you got to call how you see it. I call how I see it. It's not like
Then when he got to New York,
Hold on. The
Then
man
we
has
got to New
rode the
York.
bench this year for the Knicks. He didn't even get on the court. He just rode the bench
yeah,
while you're
you know
behind.
why,
Ntilikina.
right? David Fisdale was fucking with his minutes. And to your point, Lamont, you said this earlier. When a guy who's the alpha of the team, when he normally playing 30 minutes a night, he gets traded to another team, and then the coach cuts his minutes. Yes, that's gonna fuck with his confidence.
Dennis Smith Jr.'s
That's
minutes
your
got
point.
cut
That's what you
because
said
of him.
earlier. That's the same thing that applied to Dennis
The
Smith
Dennis
Jr.
Smith Jr.'s minute. If you're playing behind Frank Ntilikina and you can't get on the court ahead of him, your game is trash. Your
Man.
game is garbage. Dennis Smith
No,
Jr. struggled to get in the
you gotta
rotation.
about Dennis Smith
That
Jr.,
this
man.
field
I
goal
would give him a
percentage was
shot.
horrible this year.
Come on,
Yeah.
Dennis Smith Jr. is trash. He's garbage. You talk about ultimate bust of that draft. That's because I feel like the best player in this draft in the next 5 years. I think the best player in that draft is going to be Jonathan Isaac, and nobody talks about him. I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be the best player
I ain't mad
over
at that.
Jason Tatum. Overall,
Oh no, but
nobody talks about.
whoa.
Jonathan,
I think yes, I think he's going to be better than Jason Tatum.
What?
Whoa, you out of pocket.
I think Jonathan Isaac at the end of their careers will have.
I
a better
forgot he
career
got
than
drafted in
Jason
that
Tatum.
same draft class.
Jonathan
You
Isaac,
are
if y'all
fine.
ain't watched him, if
Jonathan
y'all have
Isaac.
not
John
watched
Isaac is
Jonathan
nice.
play,
John Isaac is nice. He's a future all-star, but he's not gonna be better than Jason Tatum. He's not. That's not happening.
I'm just saying. I think he will.
I don't know
that man-
about that.
That when that man
Didn't he
figures
have a
his
ceiling
game
on
out,
He's a problem. He got a lot of potential, but he's not better than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum a different beast.
no, not right now. That he's not better than.
I'm talking about in the future though. I think
What
Jason Tatum gonna be like MVP.
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum's a future MVP.
Jason Tatum's a future Hall of Famer. Like we're
Of
not gonna
course.
get that confused. Well, I'm saying I think I'm reevaluating this draft and I'm looking at potential. Like take away Jonathan Isaac injury from this year. I'm looking at that man like the size that he has, the things that he can do defensively and offensively. Shit, I got to go with Isaac over a lot of them guys.
Yeah,
John
John
Hollins's a
got
problem.
hurt in the Wizards game on New Year's Day. I was at that game when they blew out the Wizards and shit. That injury was fucking gruesome.
That nigga, he just makes shit look so easy. It don't even
Yeah,
really
John.
try on the court.
Yeah, John Hollins's a problem, man. He had like 2.4 blocks a game.
Yeah,
He
he got
1.6
upside. I'll
steals.
give him that. He got more upside than Lonzo. I did tell you that.
But
Yo,
he no, hold on, but he do. But there's nothing wrong with saying that. There ain't nothing wrong with saying that. Like that ain't a knock on Lonzo. That's just he just got more potential, like because of his size and everything he can do. But the man's like damn near Kevin Durant build.
but at the same time, that is kind of a not because Lonzo knows this. Lonzo see people that's surpassing him, and he getting left behind. And it's like, as a player, you should feel motivated to get better and try to, you know what I mean, compete at the highest level as you can.
I know, man. I know. No, man, I'm sorry about that, but I know what you mean. Like with me, when I'm watching him, it's like, where is your drive? Where is your heart? It's like he walks around like, oh my God, it is what it is. If I get 20 points, I get 20 points. If I have a triple single, I have a triple single. And I'm like, sometimes there's sometimes watching him his rookie year, like when he was averaging a triple decimal, man, it was just hard. But then again, it's like I'm just saying if he came in the league that he didn't have that rainbow broke jump shot and he didn't have the slight frame and was injury prone, I wonder, how would he have played? But I can't say that because it's it's the past now. We can't change that.
And
Right.
Lonzo, and you got to look at Lonzo Ball's stats. His rookie year wasn't bad. He averaged 10 and 7 assists and 6 rebounds a game, or damn near 7 rebounds a game and 6.9. I mean, that's good numbers for a rookie. It's not number 2 all-star picks, but averaging 10 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds a game for a rookie is not bad. A lot of teams will take that. He was just injured. He only played 50 games. Now, second year, that's the year where he regressed. But I consider the regression a part of LeBron coming in, taking up his position. Now you're forcing him to play out of position. So he dropped to the triple single stat line last year. But this year when he got traded, he's back at his original position. His stats went back up to averaging 12 points a game, 7 assists a game, 6 rebounds a game. So again, now we can only hope that he continues to improve because now he's in a better situation.
Like, got no choice to.
That's all I'm saying. But if he doesn't, then they're gonna either sign him and then trade him, or they're not gonna re-sign him. I mean, he's coming up on his money there.
Because the Pelicans is the best team built for him. Like the people around him fits well with his playing style. So it should be no excuse now. It really should be no excuse now. You can run the floor. You got open shooters. People, you know what I mean? You got a perfect team for him. So now he got show out and he got ball out. He got no choice. He got no choice, no excuses.
He has. I mean, like I say, 12 and 7 assists and 6 rebounds in the NBA is not a bad stat line. That's not just an average player stat line. That's an above average stat line. Is it all-star yet? No, but it's above average. Like I say, take away the year with LeBron, the man's stat lines have not really been that bad. It hasn't been this Hall of Fame level that Magic Johnson said when he got drafted. No, but he's been good.
But it's like it's nothing behind it though. Like he lacks the motivation. Like I said, numbers is cool and all, but he's just out there like he doesn't have no drive. You know what I mean? He's just out there like hoping.
I know.
Just, you know what I mean? Going through the motion.
But when you're getting 7 assists and 6 and 7 rebounds a game in the NBA, you actually trying. Like man, ain't the average player just not going and walking into the NBA averaging 7 rebounds a game.
Listen, man, like
you actually got to go in there and get physical and go get rebounds. He's one of the better rebounding guards in the league.
Listen, but saying that he let the lack of motivation, his drive, that really hurts him a lot. Now all the shooting form and all the other stuff, that's something that you can like, but mentally he gotta be mentally straight. He gotta be mentally tough because this is like I said, this is the NBA, and it's like listen, you here, ups and downs and everything and all the thing, whatever you gotta go through it.
I just like I said, I just don't see where people are talking about his stat lines. You can't use his stats against him because his stats are actually in his favor, other than his second year with LeBron, which everybody's stats decline when they play with LeBron, especially if he's playing your position.
So how you explain him this year when playing with the Pelicans?
12 points a game, 7 assists a game, 6 rebounds a game.
Yeah, that's not
bad.
necessarily eye-popping numbers.
That's not, but I'm saying that's not bad. 12 and
It's
7
not
and
good
6.
either.
How is it not good?
Look, this dude been in the league 4 years. At this
He's been in the
point,
league 3 years.
this
is
it's
third
fourth
year.
year in the league. He came in the
This is his third year.
2016-2017 season.
No, he came in
He came in
2017.
2017.
It's third year. It's a third year. It's third year.
This is the third year?
It's Brandon Ingram's 4th year.
That's right. This is third year. That's right. This is his third year. Forgot. Never mind. So I was a year off. Right? So even then, guys that were drafted after him is having better season than this dude. Players that were drafted after him in his draft class, players that was drafted obviously the next year, because Trae Young doing the damn thing, Luka Doncic doing the damn thing. So I explain that.
Like I said, man, hindsight is
it's
easy. LB, it's easy to go back in hindsight and be like, oh yeah, Donovan Mitchell's doing better, Bam Adebayo's playing better. I would say even Luke Kennard is damn near playing better. You know, but what I'm saying, that's just how it happens. But Luke Kennard's been thrust into a situation due to injuries over at the Pistons where he's been given a better opportunity. They've been losing their ass off. He's played in a lot of lopsided games, which inflate his stats. But again, that it's going to be that way with some players. It's based on your situation.
But here's the situation.
So what you saying? You think we ought to give him more time?
You got to think he's only 22 years old. Like he's been had 3 years in the NBA. At the end of the day, he's still only 22. You normally players don't hit their prime in NBA until they're between 27 and 30. That's usually players' most prime years.
I kind of disagree with that, but okay.
They're at their peak. Like Jason Tatum, when he hits 27 to 30, that's when he's going to be at his peak, mentally and physically, in the NBA. Go back, just look it up in history. Most players have their peak at that time. He's only 22. Like he came in the league at 20. Like, let's give him, man, some time to develop. And he hasn't been in the most ideal situations, right? That's
bullshit. Because this is the thing. If he came out doing the damn thing, the Lakers would not go out and sign LeBron James.
What? If LeBron James comes to you, if LeBron James comes knocks on you,
they've been trying to get LeBron James.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that though.
Played the way that he did, the Lakers would not go out their way to sign LeBron James.
I don't know about that.
LB, are you saying that they would have said, LeBron, we don't need you, we got Lonzo?
I don't know about that one.
Look, the Lakers had a young team. They practically got it. They practically got it that young
you would have not only
LeBron.
You would have not only got fired.
Team now,
yo, I don't know about that.
They might have, but they might have. Man, you'd had a lynch mob waiting on you outside of the Staples Center if you say, "No, we don't want LeBron James." You're the exact.
Facts. If LeBron James wanted to go to the Mavericks, they're gonna sign him. So
yes, he can go any team he wants right now. Don't matter. He can any team he wants to go on. They're going to take him with open arms.
Yeah. Like, like I agree. Like, for me, it is what it is. Right now, Lonzo has two choices: either bust your butt and improve, or if you stay the same, you just gonna be the same, and you ain't gonna get left behind.
Y'all act like he hasn't been improved.
No, like I agree, he has been improving, and I agree. He's gonna be like one of those works in progress. That's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes I really think he's on the court. There's sometimes I feel like, man, he could do so much more. It's not like
I agree with that. No, I agree with that. Like there are a lot of times where I'd be like, attack Lonzo. He don't attack.
That's
where
I
swing the ball to the side. Like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hold on. I had to think about this for a second, right? I'm not changing my stance of what I said, and this is why I say what I said, right? The Lakers are in the playoff drought, right? Lakers were in the playoff drought. Magic was trying to change things around on the fly, right? when the Lakers weren't winning these games and they were missing the playoffs, that would prompt Magic Johnson to go out and sign LeBron James because he wanted to get the Lakers in the playoffs desperately. And how do you do that? You go sign the biggest free agent on the market.
LeBron James came to them.
At the end of the day, Magic didn't
have to recruit shit. LeBron James wanted to be in LA.
Don't they have to go out there and cut the check?
Yeah, and they're gonna cut any check they need to get LeBron.
Lakers won't go out and get LeBron James.
Nobody's turning LeBron James away.
Man, look, you're not going to hemorrhage your future on a.
Yes, I will. For LeBron James, I will. Yes, I will. For LeBron James, yes.
And
put the future to the side. I'm signing LeBron James.
They practically gutted the young roster for this guy.
They gutted the roster to get AD.
When LeBron James leaves this time, the Lakers ain't got shit. Who they got? Who they got to back him up? Kyle Kuzma, the only holdover.
But they'll be about $1 billion richer because they had LeBron James for 3 years.
Look what Cleveland did. Look what happened to Cleveland after he left them. Who did they still?
That's a good point. That's a good point. But still,
exactly. That's my point. He leaves these teams gutted.
But people don't care. But teams don't care about that. But teams don't. But teams don't. But that's a good point. But teams don't care about that though. That's the problem. Well, we'll see in the future if teams do. I mean, we'll see because I mean that's a whole nother discussion because he don't have no he has a trade like he can be able to get traded LeBron right now. So I mean, not like right now exactly, but we'll see in the future if
that's my thing. When Lonzo came out and he was doing the damn thing, and the Lakers was making the playoffs like that. The Lakers was not going to hemorrhage their future on LeBron James.
They didn't. They leveraged their future by trading for Anthony Davis.
We have the fucking team.
No, they traded that for Anthony Davis, not LeBron. They leveraged the future for AD. You traded damn near your whole team.
AD's gonna stay. The dude already turned down like a couple max contract offers.
I mean, that's fine, but again, that's what one of the things you risk when you sign a player like AD.
Yeah, I'm doing a little.
That's all I'm saying, man. I gotta leave it on this note, man, because I got some business to take care of, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all for coming in. I appreciate the chat room. You know what I'm saying? And we can continue this at another exciting episode of the Lonzo Ball experience.
Did you learn today? Did you learn something today, LB?
Yeah, I learned that I continually cook your ass on a daily basis. Now, smash the like, hit the subscribe, man. That's your boy. Scream at me.
All right, y'all.